you go.
Because Coach will pull the trigger, you don't even know.
Like right now. Hey, Dope Divas. Hey, I hope everybody's doing great. Hey, Sojourner. Hey, guys on Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook. What it do? Happy Saturday night. And of course, we're going to be talking about the same thing we always talk about, which is how to get that bread online. So welcome to the Build Your Online Business After Dark show, which the After Dark show is live every night. You hardly ever sees me on here, but we got two ladies that I want to introduce to you tonight. And so I wanted to make sure you knew who they were and that you gave them a round of applause. And tonight we're going to be talking about you're closer to 7 figures than you think. How's that sound to
Yes. Yes.
You're closer to 7 figures
you think.
than you think. And a lot of you guys would rather wander around and not really know. Hey, CJ on Instagram, how close you are, rather than getting you an assessment, which can really tell you where you need to go from where you are. So if you go to bit.ly/7-figure-call 2020, you can sign up for a business assessment where we're going to take you through and you're going to start to realize and recognize the things that you need to do differently in order to secure the what? The bag.
The dollars.
Don't you want to be, aren't you tired of chasing the bag? Don't you want the bag to chase you? Don't you want the bag to be like, Morgan, wait, Morgan.
Yes.
Morgan, slow down. And you know, we as women historically chase the bag and don't do the things that we need to do and that are necessary to let the bag chase us. So that 7-figure business assessment is going to help you get started understanding what you need to do. So, of course, coming to you live tonight, we have the impeccable Jennifer King, full rocking a unit that looked like money.
That's 7-figure money.
You know who Nunu remind me of tonight? Let me turn the camera around Instagram so y'all can see her. Y'all remember on what's it called? Dynasty.
Yes.
Diane Carroll.
Yes, Diane Carroll. Yes.
Baby, that was the baddest black woman on TV for a long time.
A long time.
Sure was.
Now, Felicia Rashad was the most professional.
Mm-hmm.
She let the black women know that you could be anything.
Right.
But that doggone Diane Carroll let you know you could be bling-alicious, baby. You could be rich. You know, you had the Jeffersons and they was rich, but you know, what was her name? Weezy. She never really acted like she was rich. Matter of fact, the woman came that day and thought Weezy was a maid too. Y'all remember that?
Yes, I do.
And she said, I can't be your friend, you the boss. But yeah, when Diane Carroll came on the scene, she was the first woman, really black woman on TV that just let us know that we could look the white kind of rich.
Yeah,
y'all understand what I'm saying? So you had Foxy Brown, who was fly and soulful with her afro. Then you had Felicia Rashad and them who let you know you could be doctors and lawyers. But baby, when that Diane Carroll came on with them prom, we didn't know nothing about dresses like that other than prom. We didn't know.
That's true.
We didn't know.
Yes.
We didn't know you wore dresses like that just to cocktail parties and, you know, all them diamonds, and that was the real bling. You understand what I'm saying? And so she was really, to me, one of the first women that, right, Dope Diva said wealthy versus rich.
Exactly.
Rich being a temporary condition.
That's
and
good.
Wealthy being something that almost makes you act different and walk different and talk different because you know you got that level of money. And that's what I aspire to. I'm rich now. I want to be wealthy. But yeah, I just, when I saw that unit tonight, I had to go on and shout you out. Nunu. So tell the people who you are and what you do, Jennifer.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Hey, guys, my name is Jennifer King, otherwise known as Nunu, guys, and I help you frustrated employees that go to a job every day that you're not going to get rich nor wealthy at. I help you build and grow a business so that you can get rich first and then move to wealth. And I just love our topic tonight, the 7-figure assessment, because that really, really shows you where you are and then where you need to be, to get there. Because even earning 7 figures isn't going to make you wealthy.
It's not.
It's not.
Then let me tell you
Right.
what's a trip. I talked to a lady on the phone the other day, which is why you need to schedule your call, bit.ly/7-figure call 2020. And she told me she watched how many millions she's made for her job.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah.
I need you, when you go to work Monday, or next time you report to duty for somebody else, I need you to quantify how much money you're making for them versus how, excuse me, how much you're being paid. The average fast food worker makes the money back for their shift with the first order they take.
Wow.
Wow.
Think about it. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? I want a Filet-O-Fish combo, an apple pie, and an ice cream cone. Okay, will there be anything else for you? No, thank you. That'd be $9.50 put to the window. But that one $9.50 order, they have literally paid for their entire see, we play these jobs short. We have let these jobs bamboozle us into thinking that we make a lot of money. And compared to what they make on our skills, on our knowledge, on our work, we're not making no money.
Right.
So that's the first thing you got to realize is in comparison to, you're not really making no money.
None at all.
So don't let them bamboozle you.
And don't
That's
act like they doing you a favor, because they not.
They're not. Insurance ain't
They're
a
not.
favor. We're going to have a whole week where we do nothing but talk about quitting your job. Because if you really want to, you need to get started now. Stop waiting on the Lord to come free you. He is giving you the tools, the access, the resources to free yourself. Will you do it? So let's talk about the new fish we got. Fish here.
Yes.
We got new fish. Goddess Bling Bits. I used to be a vice president for JP Morgan Chase, who's not a Fortune 100. They're not a Fortune 50. They are a Fortune 10 firm. I did one initiative that I put my hands on that saved them $1 million a day for 14 days. Baby, I had the #1 sales team in the world for multiple years running. So they still making money out of accounts that I brought through the door.
And what they give you for that, coach?
They had gave me a light bulb. No, they gave me a plaque. Y'all, if you ever come to my house, you'll see the corporate plaques. I got more I got certificates and plaques that I don't even have up. But if you ever come to my house, you'll see Black History Month awards from Chase. You'll see sales awards from Chase, performance awards from Chase. They flew me out on trips. They flew me to Puerto Rico. They flew me to New York multiple times. I got flew out. I was telling them, they took us to Broadway. They took us to the 21 Club in New York for a dinner. None of that. We stayed in the Ritz-Carlton right in Manhattan near Battery Park. You could literally, they have binoculars in your room and you could see the Empire State Building from your room. I got flew out multiple times, customer service awards. They named stars after me. I got Movado watches. None of that. None of that compares to the money I made for them. So at some point, you'll stop chasing accolades and you'll start chasing bands and sacks and bags and revenues and quit playing with the game. I mean, and it's just the real story. So we got some new fish here tonight. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because they super nervous. I'm gonna start with Aisha because she's super nervous.
Why you gotta tell people I'm nervous? So hi guys, my name is Aisha. So I am your money trainer. And what I do, I help business owners like you who are tired of their money being out of whack. So what I come in to do for you is that, you know, when the business owner is making money in their business, but then at the same time, they don't know where their money is going. So where I come in and help that particular business owner is that I show them how they are going to finally take control of their money so they can finally show a profit in their business and know where their money is going.
Very good. And I think that it's easy if you've never really had a handle on your money. It's easy for your money to get away from you. A lot of us were not born of money, born with money. And so money handling is really a little bit outside of our repertoire, if you understand what I'm saying. So sometimes as business owners, and guys, if you haven't shared this broadcast and invited other people to join the broadcast, make sure you do so and comment, share it in the chat so we can thank you. But you don't know what you don't know. And everything that we do as business owners that makes us successful, it's a skill, which means it has to be taught and it has to be practiced.
Right.
And if you don't learn it and you don't practice it, what happens is you end up overspending, spending more than you have access to, spending money that's unaccounted for. It's not that you're not trying, and it's not that you're squandering money. You just don't know where it's going. And not having a good accounting of your money is just as deadly as not making any. So Aisha
Right.
does the same thing for you that I do. I help you make it, she helps you keep it. And both are necessary. Because if you make it and you out there and it's fluttering through your fingertips faster. Thank you, Goddess Bling Bits, for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing. I'm just saying. So
Yes.
gotta keep up with your bread, ladies.
Right. Right.
And
right,
then
right.
also we have joining us none other than the fashionista herself, Miss Daphne Askew. Daphne, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daphne Askew, and I'm the owner of Zoe Victoria Boutique. And what I do is I help those that are, they're doing the job, but they don't get paid to do that. As far as they love fashion, they love shopping, and they just love just enjoying it. But what I do is I teach them how to monetize that and start their own, and they're already doing it, so they need to just monetize it and just go full fledged. So that's what I'm teaching ladies to do, is just to start their own. If they want a boutique, I'm here for you. And that's what I teach them, is how to start a boutique, the things that's necessary to own a boutique, the necessary things that they need to do in order to just keep it flowing, the inventory that they need, the planning that they need, the structure that they need. And so that's what I'm here for. I am the boutique boss. And so that's what I do, and that's what I'm here for. And I'm excited to be here with you guys on today.
So Daphne, this journey, and welcome, guys, welcome. And everybody you see on the show pretty much is my client. One of the benefits of being my clients is definitely the exposure, but we've learned some things along this journey, and we can tell from the quality of your video that you're probably not hardwired in. So I'm gonna suggest you get this little $12 cable.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You can get one that's like 1,000 feet long. So it doesn't matter where your router is. I'm about to teach y'all something at home now. Y'all got too much trust in the Wi-Fi. Baby, when you was talking, your lips look like Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my God.
Have y'all ever seen that movie? You was talking like this and okay, and we. I said, is she talking?
Did you guys not hear me? Oh my God.
No. We could hear you, but your lips didn't match.
Gotcha.
That's why I say Kung Fu Hustle. You look like one of them Chinese movies that have been translated. So,
Those. But I
For
will
those of
invest
you
in
who-
that.
for those of you who use the internet, you just learned a multi-$1,000 trick. When you see us and the quality of our films, it's because we don't trust the Wi-Fi. We are hardwired in.
Gotcha.
Yes, so hardwire yourself in, and that will help with the quality. You can even do tests to see how fast your bandwidth is.
Okay.
A lot of times, thank you, baby. The further you are away from the router, the harder it is for you to sustain a connection. But yes, y'all just learned something courtesy of Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
If you're gonna do business on the internet, hardwire yourself in. I stay hardwired in. I don't trust the Wi-Fi.
But you know, Coach, that's one of the things too, that having a coach, even the small things, you know,
See,
I
right
mean,
now,
you know, if you don't know, like you said, you don't know what you don't know. And even on the small things, you don't know. So this is one of those things that, hey, if you think it's simple, but it makes all the difference in the world.
And during that whole time, we never saw your mouth moving. But no, you're absolutely right. Coaching has a lot to do with your future success. A lot of times we sit in a blind, and that's why I say, guys, you're closer to 7 figures than you think. It's almost like a Rubik's Cube. Hey, Ursula, it's almost like a Rubik's Cube. And think about the time that it took you to learn to solve one side.
Mhm.
Then you kept at it, and solved 2 sides, and kept at it. Then you solved 4, and then eventually you were able to understand how to solve all the sides. Or you may have had a friend come along and say, girl, just do this.
Right.
I think a lot of times we misunderstand and misconstrue the importance of getting help. And so you think you out there doing just fine, and you're really missing your mark in some key areas that are critical to your money.
Right.
And the biggest mark that most women miss is that they are not charging enough. You think you charging a lot, but you not. And not realizing somebody out there will pay you your maximum. So you can either settle for the people that's gonna pay you the minimum, or you can go in search of the people that's gonna pay you the maximum.
Right. Coach, could I speak on that? Because that's one of the things, that's how I met Coach. I met Coach at an event, and at that particular event, she told me, you're not charging enough. That was the first thing that she said, you are not charging enough. And then that day, I start charging something higher on my prices, on my items, you know, that I was selling at this vendor event. And then Coach came back and she's like, well, how much is it? Oh, I gave Coach my higher price that she had already told me. So she had told me what to do. I did it. And then I was charging her the higher price. She said, girl, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm the one told you that. But
Right?
but that was that was a key thing, that just that one thing that she told me was that you have to charge your products and services has to be at a higher price. And don't be scared to price it at whatever that price is. Don't be scared to price it at that, because somebody will pay you for your products and for your services.
And the people that complain about your prices, can we talk deeply tonight, y'all?
Yes.
The main people that talk about your price ain't gonna ever buy shit.
That's true.
That's true. That's
The
true.
main people, girl, her stuff too high. She really thinks, oh, she love her stuff. She really thinks that stuff is worth that much. The main ones you are over there trying to appease. If you said it was $10, if you offered it for $5, if you offered it for $4, if you offered it for 50 cents, they ass still wouldn't buy it because they ain't trying to buy shit anyway. They just trying to disrupt your flow. So you've got to really be careful, because the people who really want it and really need it will buy it, whatever the price point is. They gonna go get it and come back with it. I've had women that had to get they scramble their coins together for 6 to 9 months to work with me. Never complained about how much it costs, baby, because real shit costs money. You want some fake training, or you want some real shit that's gonna free you financially and from your job and build your legacy. You've gotta pay.
And you know something else we learned from you, Coach? It's the ones that pay for that $29 workshop.
Oh, they will worry the hell out of you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Watch what I'm saying, y'all. Like, y'all listening to me. I want y'all to listen to me. I want you to listen to me close. The person that spends the least amount of money with you is the person that's going to give you the biggest headache. So you think you saving the world by going out there and reducing the price on your products and services. I had somebody buy a $19 download from me, and in less than an hour, because due to operator error, she couldn't get it to download, had opened a PayPal dispute on me. Now keep in mind, I don't have on average one PayPal dispute a year, if that. And it's always that one person. Now, can we just be honest? If she'd have ordered some shit from Amazon and it could still not be there, and I bet she wouldn't have been disputing nothing with us. See, we treat other small business owners bad. But let me tell y'all what I tell folks all the time. Till you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. So if you come over here doing me a wrong, and you know I'm a woman-owned business, just like you're a woman-owned business, trust and believe everything you did to me will be visited upon you as you start to run your business. The people that call you incessantly. What about free content or stuff? You know, I don't mind giving out free content. I don't mind giving out free tips. I don't think that keeps people from working with you. You know, if you really know the name of the game, you know that my free is only going to take you so far. I'm not going to give you 7 figures worth for free. So when I show up and give you my free, it's just enough to let you know I know what the hell I'm doing. So if you really want me to pull back the curtains, if you really want behind the scenes, if you really want the rest, you got to be willing to pay for it. Now, there's a subset of people who all they do is go from broadcast to broadcast, free content to free content. They subscribe to Google University, the school of YouTube. They never invest on anything. Can I break that down to you real quick? Why that's detrimental? And let me ask Aisha, why do you think that's detrimental? I'm gonna give it to her.
Say it again.
Why do you think it's detrimental to never invest in the knowledge that you want?
It's detrimental for the simple fact is that if you don't invest in the knowledge, then how can you gain knowledge? It's really plain and simple. And there's a lot of people who want knowledge, but do not want to invest time or even invest money. And we all know that you have to invest the time and you have to invest the money, which is two key components into doing a business, really. And so people, you know, wondering why they're not achieving the goals within their business or within their life, period, is because there is no investment within it.
And I agree. And let me tell you that. Ursula said, I confess that's me. I've been doing that for years. At some point, what you're going to do, Ursula, is you're going to watch my level of elevation because you've probably been watching me for years. You probably watched me when I made $250,000 a year. You were probably still watching me when I made $500,000 a year. You were probably watching when I made my first million multiple years, and you'll probably still be watching when I make multiple $1 million this year. You've got to ask yourself, why what I'm doing ain't working? And if it ain't working, stop doing it. You got to do something different. Did y'all hear what I just told you? If the shit you doing ain't working, why do you keep doing it? So one reason is, yes, in order, it's seed and harvest, it's biblical. In order for you to get a harvest, you got to sow a seed of both time and money. That's number one. Number two, until you pay somebody $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 to help build your business, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, you don't expect anybody to pay you that. Once you start paying that, you gonna say to yourself, well, hell, if I can pay it. Tell them, Nunu.
Coach, look, I've been waiting to jump in here because y'all listen.
Don't jump in there like double dutch, girl.
Like double dutch, like double. I love double dutch. But listen, the first time I heard Coach, somebody, it was one shared a broadcast. So y'all shared a broadcast because that freed me. And I thought I couldn't afford my first class. It was, I can't remember how much it was, but it was a weekly pay. It was a weekly pay class. I thought I couldn't afford it, but I sat down and figured it out. I was in that class one night and I was like, hold up. I need this too. I was in that class one night. I was like, wait, I just need to get in her mentorship. And we're talking about from me thinking I couldn't afford the first class to me paying several $100s a week. And once I got in that first class, it's like the money started coming out the walls because I was learning something. It wasn't like hearing Coach on the morning show or hearing her live broadcast. It was very, very different. So what we get in class is nothing compared to what she does.
If you execute.
True. That's true.
Let's talk about how your profits are caught up in your procrastination.
Ooh.
The mass majority of y'all got money. You're tripping over stacks and racks and bundles because you won't get out of your own way and out of your own head and execute.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And what happens is, you know you should, but then you wait till the wheels fall off.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the wheels are wobbly, and now that you're in struggle mode, you realize just how critical it is for you to execute. That's a little too late.
I had someone ask me the other day, Coach, when you talk about executing and getting out there and fighting your fears, they asked me, well, do I have to use social media to grow my business? And I said, no, you don't, because people have been successful without social media, but you work a job, you have kids, you have other activities. So when and where are you, and you had to take off work to come to this networking event. So when and where are you going to get your clients if you have all of that?
And then, you know, it's as simple as watching the news too.
Mm-hmm.
If you see Michael Kors closing shows and shops and Payless gone for good, Toys R Us gone for good, JCPenney's and Sears on the struggle bus, so many stores have closed and either maintained an online presence or because they didn't have the strength of an online presence have closed forever. What the hell makes you think you better than Michael Kors?
Ooh.
What makes you think you better than Payless? What makes you think you better than all of these retailers that had billions of dollars of marketing on their side, had years and years of sustainability, had years and years of experience, and they, just like you, refuse to play with social media. Fool, social media is the game. So no, you don't have to use it. You don't. You don't. One of my clients asked me, well, do I have to volunteer for mentoring assignments? I said, no, you don't. Sure don't. But don't blame me when you don't know how to run your 7-figure business. So at the end of the day, guys, no, there's a lot of stuff you don't have to do, but common sense is just damn common sense.
Right. That's right.
And the name of the game nowadays is digital marketing and social media. So while you sitting there watching us, you need to figure out how to be us. We are the new TV. bit.ly/7 figure call 2020. If you're ready to stop playing small and ready to come on in to the party life, you need to schedule your call. And don't schedule the call if you're not serious. Don't schedule the call if you're not ready. But yeah, this is the new game, y'all.
It is, Coach.
It is.
If you want different, like you said, if you want different, you got to do different. And you
That's
don't
right.
know what you don't know. Because I stayed busy all the time, broke, doing the wrong stuff. And so it was after I got in them courses and being coached shifted my mindset. Then 8 months later, I was off my job of 33 years that I went to for 33 years thinking I got all these degrees, got all these promotions. That was nothing compared to what I'm doing now. I was, you talking about this unit now? I never had units like this before.
Okay. Well, that's a bad. But listen, y'all, I really want to go off and come back on with the right subject because y'all know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about what if you couldn't leave your house tomorrow?
Ooh.
Whoa.
And you know that goes along with what's going on right now with the not to scare anybody, but
Yep.
you know we're not getting out as much because of what's going on right now in the world. So we did our marketing calendar today.
And our marketing calendar is I told you guys Friday when we went live, I said we're canceling all of our live events. We did our marketing calendar today. We're doing at least one virtual summit each month. We're doing very, very few live events this year. What if you could not
That's good.
leave
good,
your house
Coach.
tomorrow to go to your nail shop? Leave your house tomorrow to go to your massage parlor. Leave your house tomorrow to go to your hair salon. Leave your house tomorrow to go to your job. How long could you sustain? Everybody and their mama needs some type of online business.
Yes.
And we got to stop lying to kick it. We got to stop pretending we got a business because if you ain't making no money, you ain't got no damn business. I'm just sorry. And now y'all gonna get off of here and be like, she just so rude and mean. But if somebody don't tell you the truth, who is? Why you running around telling everybody you got a digital marketing business and ain't made $1 online since you got that refund from Target for sending some shit back? And you run around telling everybody you're making your butt online. I just gotta be honest with y'all.
Right. But Coach, you know what? And you always say to us, what does your bank account look like? That tells the whole story.
Some know, but let me tell y'all what it is. Because I used to be her.
Me too.
I used to be
Me
her
too.
that did everything to avoid calling that bank.
Yep.
Baby, I guesstimated how much money was in my account.
And I was always wrong.
Always, baby.
Always
baby,
short.
Account stayed more overdrawn. Okay, thank you. Just sit down. If my account was a drowning person, my account would be dead. Because that's how often my account stayed overdrafted. And I did that because I didn't want to face the fact that I really didn't have money in the bank.
That was me too. And one of the things that I didn't keep up with was if a bill was due at a certain date, if I didn't have the money, I'd have to pay the late charges, right?
Yes.
Late
And that
charges.
adds up, Jennifer.
It adds up. Oh my God. It
So,
adds up.
let me tell you, Ursula said, I've improved very little over the last few years. I'm financially in a better place, but the same in my career. I'm afraid to waste money. Has anyone ever invested afraid? I do not have a business. I'm approaching a career change. So, guys, can we be honest? First and foremost, you got to realize that investing in your business is the biggest, safest investment you can ever make because 100% of what you invest is tax deductible. You can't mess this up.
And
Y'all listening to me?
invest and do the work.
100% of what you invest can be written off on your taxes. So you can't waste this money. Secondly, you're going to have to get a new mindset about money. Money is intangible, but it's everywhere. Until you start realizing that there's more money than just that paycheck that you get once a week, you're going to forever feel like you don't have enough.
Mhm. And once
If nothing else, today's environment should teach you that when you really want something, I don't care if you got to become a part-time Uber driver, drop food off, pick up groceries. Some of y'all think that shit is beneath you. Some of y'all think y'all too good to do that extra stuff. But you ain't did the work that's required for you to leave a job yet. You ain't did the work that's required for you not to have to work part-time yet. You ain't sowed the seed. You haven't put in the sweat equity. And it's impossible for you to come by 7 figures without doing it.
That's right.
That's
And
right.
one of the things, Coach, after I got in my first class, and I said I couldn't afford it, but after I got in there, I showed up every class and I did my work. That's key, because you got a lot of people that'll pay money and think that it's that you gonna do the work for them,
Yeah,
or
they
that
got me bent.
it's gonna automatically come. It is going to be some work. You're gonna have to come to class, listen, do the work. I'm still in class, still listening, still doing the work, but I don't have to go to no job no more. I don't have to go. And I did this. So if people say, oh, I gotta work and I got kids, well, so did I.
Bruh, I had 3 of them. And a single mother. And caring for my mother. And I didn't have no job that I could go in and hide in the back some damn where. I had a job where they wanted my voice at every meeting, needed my advice at every decision. I had a job where they would literally ask, was I there today? And people would say, we haven't heard her. So I was on the radar. There
Wow.
was no coming up missing from my job. So I had to still figure out a way to give them 40 hours a week and still give my business 40 hours a week. And until you do that, your business will not grow.
And one of the things Ursula said says, I'm afraid to waste money. Has anyone ever invested afraid? Yes. Because
Yes.
I signed up for a class that was 16 weeks to start with, that was $59 a week that I didn't have. But after I got in the class, the mindset shifted. That's got to happen first, because if you have a mindset that you're wasting money, then that's not the right mindset. It's a mindset of investing money in you. You're not investing in Coach. She done made her multiple
Right.
7 figures.
So let me give you guys an example. There's somebody who used to coach with me, probably still should be coaching with me. Right now, she's offering a 30-day program for $1.
For $1?
Look at Nunu. Look, hey, I'm not gonna lie to kick it. She is offering so here's what you say. You say, I can't afford coaching. But in the money that you're wasting on tools that you don't need, in the time that you're wasting not generating revenue, in the money that you're leaving on the table doing dumb shit, in the clients that you're not getting because you don't know how, in the social media that you're messing over because you don't understand it. And let's just be honest, you're getting left behind.
Mhm.
You're seeing me elevate, you're seeing my clients elevate year over year, the ones that do the work, and you're getting left behind. So the truth of the matter is, at some point, if you don't realize that it's not that you can't afford coaching, the truth is that you can't afford not to.
That's
Right.
good.
Right.
One of the things I'm doing this year, this is my last ditch effort. I have 4 startup capital boot camps that I'm going to be doing for everybody that says, I can't afford coaching. Your first stop is going to be a startup capital boot camp. I'm going to show you how to get sponsorships, how to get startup capital from incubators and other resources, how to write for-profit grants, how to write sponsorship decks, how to, what else is sponsorships, grants,
Business credit.
oh, business credit accountability. Show you some things you can do to build your business credit. So show you some things you can do to build your personal credit. This is it. You don't catch me this go around, it's doubtedly that you will ever catch me. At some point, if you don't learn how to find other people's money, you're gonna forever be saying, I can't afford. So if you're interested, make sure you go to bit.ly/7 figure call 2020. And you just got to tell yourself the truth that you can't get there by yourself. And
No,
that
you
you
can't
need
get
help.
there. Yeah. And you can't get there by yourself. I mean, it's one thing you think you can get there by yourself, but there's a whole lot of things that you just don't know. You don't have the right tools. You don't know the
Not
right
even that,
questions to ask.
Disney.
Pardon me?
It's a lot of things they don't know. They don't know.
Exactly. That's why they need to go to bit.ly/7 call 2020 to do the assessment, because with that assessment, it'll tell you exactly what you need, what you don't need, and it'll propel you to do exactly what you need to get to the 7 figures that you're trying to get to. So don't waste time doing foolish stuff that's not going to make you money. But with this assessment, it's going to pinpoint exactly where you are and what you need.
It's either that or you're going to be on a job 33, 34, 35, 40.
If you can find one.
True
Through
story.
that.
That's gonna be a whole nother between outsourcing to other countries, between people coming into our country, between robots and automation. If you can find a job, that job market is about to get super competitive. Everything is. Because you got them robots, when they start doing floors, and they even got one to cut grass now, y'all.
And they have one that serves food.
Oh yeah, they got them that
table.
serve food. They got baristas at Starbucks. They got McDonald's that do everything. They cook the food. You ain't got to worry about people taking extra breaks. That job market is about to be super competitive. So then what happens? Then you got more people out there doing hair at home, doing all them unauthorized activities at home, which makes it more difficult for the real professionals. Then what happens? The regular jobs that really didn't have no competition before, they start getting more and more competition. So you got to be more and more qualified for basic level jobs. So then what happened? The people that don't have college degrees, they end up struggling. You
Even the
got to
ones
have a
that
college
do.
degree just to get a basic job.
Right.
Y'all better learn how to make this online money. It's the best money you'll make in your life.
Ursula says unemployment is the lowest it's been in years, though. But yeah, but ain't nobody making any money out there.
Let me tell y'all something about that. Keep waiting. Keep waiting to get laid off. Keep believing the media. See, the media doesn't want you to panic. You got to watch the news, because even though we're in a democracy, we might as well sometimes be in the Soviet Union behind the Iron Curtain, because they very much control what they want you to see. So if you pull up the job closing report and the layoff reports, you'll see that Ford just lays off thousands of people. That's right, Will. The wealth gap is increasing year over year.
And
You've
even-
got companies laying off thousands of employees at a time, closing by the hundreds. They're not telling you that story. So there's a difference between unemployment and underemployment. Let me
That's
bust
good.
that shit
Wow,
down for
that's
you.
great.
Say, let's talk about wages.
Let's break that down. Because I have a job, I'm not considered unemployed. So the unemployment rate may be low, but my ass working at McDonald's for 10 or 15 hours a week. So while I have a job, it is not enough to sustain a 6-figure lifestyle. So they trying to make themselves look good, saying unemployment is at an all-time. No, first of all, y'all know y'all president be lying to kick it. We just got to start with the truth, right? We just got to start with the truth that any reports that come out under this particular administration, I do have to give the side eye. So if they're claiming that unemployment is at the lowest time it ever before, what are you counting? And if you're counting the fact that Robert has 4 kids, a house, a car note, but he works at McDonald's for 15 hours a week taking out trash, he is underemployed. They say that by the year 2054, the average median wealth for Black families will be 0. You don't believe me? Look it up. Matter of fact, because see, y'all not going to act like I'm on the debate.
That's good, Coach. You know,
That is.
unemployment might be at its lowest, but look at the wages. I worked 33 years paycheck to paycheck. They did not pay me my worth, but I settled. I settled for what they wanted to pay me. And that's what a lot of people are having to do. And then they give you less hours so they don't have to pay benefits, or they contract with you, right? So that they don't have to pay benefits. So if you don't have insurance, then you got to either pay that on top of your living expenses. So it's a lot more into it than people just having a job.
So let me show y'all something, because women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie.
Right.
So this is an article in Forbes magazine. Y'all know Forbes, right? Forbes keep up with the rich, but they also keep up with the broke. And the article says the median wealth of Black and Latino families could hit 0 by the middle of the century. That's 2053. That's in our lifetime. That's in our children's lifetime. This article says income inequality has been getting worse, which suggests that the wealthiest, typically meaning whites, are getting wealthier. According to a new study, the imbalance will shift so far that the median Black and Latino households will lose the little relative wealth they have by about the time of color, by about the time the people of color form a majority of households in the US. By 2053, Black households will have a median wealth of 0. It will take Latino households another 20 years to drop to that same level. As I've mentioned before, income inequality often captures attention, but wealth inequality is even more insidious. So again, I reinforce to you that when things are reported, You have to look beyond what you heard and say, what's the truth for me?
Mhm.
And the truth for you is this: if you still work a job, you are in danger. If you don't know how to generate your own revenue, you're in danger. If you have to leave your house every day and touch somebody to create income, you're in danger. Take yourself out of danger. Learn to create revenue online. Stop letting these reports make you think you're safe. Anytime Forbes says that the average median wealth of Black and Latino families would drop to zero within 30 years,
Wow.
30 years, I'll be 79. That's in my lifetime, y'all.
Mhm.
30 years,
Right.
hope faith will be 53. That's in their lifetime, y'all. Kristen will be
43.
within his lifetime, y'all.
Within the prime of his life. I don't want my boys walking around here broke. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And the man at the wealth forum a couple of years ago, who was talking about automation taking over, and he was crystal clear when he said that that's going to make an even bigger wealth shift. We're about to come to the point where you're either making your own money or you're impacted by automation.
Uh,
And you know what's so unfortunate is we hear it and people will tell us, but thank you, Chiquita, for sharing. But we wait until the rubber meets the road to do something about it. Guys, don't wait until everybody else and their mama is online to understand the power that you have with digital marketing and social media. Don't wait until everybody else has figured out the formula to $1 million before you figure it out, which is going to make your $1 million worthless. I think they said we added more millionaires for the first time last year than we did at any other time. You guys are missing opportunities. You're missing opportunities. And again, you don't know what you don't know, and you're not going to be able to figure it out by yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because we're going to be back first thing in the morning. But food for thought. Food for thought. Stop being so uncomfortable. Stop being so comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're not living the life you want to live, if you're not generating the revenue you want to generate, if you're not free from a job, if you got to actually do some work to generate revenue, call timeout on all of that and do so before it's too late. Schedule a call, bit.ly/7, the number 7-figure call 2020. And we will talk to you very soon. Love you guys.
love you guys. Bye.